For those of you that don't know, I was a monk. Am I lying? Maybe. But I have a lot of wisdom under my belt. So much so, one of my aliases is referred to as the Internet Zoltar. Not because I'm a scam, no. But because I give great advice and I spit facts. That's all I do. And you, the wonderful, lovely viewer at home, I'm just like you. I too was unfortunately born into the internet. But it's okay, because unlike you, I'm rich and famous. And if you're gonna comment about how I'm not famous, why don't you do me a favor and, click that subscribe button so I could be. Instead of being a hating ass bitch! But yeah, I'm famous. So that's to say, my understanding of the internet is probably a jabatillion times better than yours. And if you're a long time a pantard, I think we all know I could be a little bit of a jerk. So today, and today only, I'm gonna be a good person. Boys, I present to you the rules of the internet. This was all handcrafted by me, thought up by me. Through all my adventures, through all my travels, through all my experiences on the internet, I have learned a lot of valuable, interesting things that you, the viewer at home, you might not know. You might not know. Now, I know the topic is titled Rules of the Internet, but I have to be honest, I'm lying a little bit. This is more so dedicated to people that are aspiring to become a loser. Like a TikToker, a YouTuber, a Twitterer, an influencer of some sort. But even if you, the viewer, you don't want to be one, you still might want to hear some of this stuff, because it might still interest you. This video is the red pill, bro. Joe Rogan. Now, rule number 1, you can't please everyone. You will always have haters no matter what you do. This might sound a little Captain Obvious, but it's really not. Because while people always say this, I feel like we truly don't internalize it. Now, before I get into this, what is a hater? My definition of a hater is somebody that hates on something irrationally, or at least what society deems irrational. AKA a bitch-ass motherfucker. Now, some examples of a bitch-ass hater. People that hate on something because of misinformation they heard about it, widely deemed to be petty reasons like jealousy, or just stupid nitpicking. And then you got the people that just hate because their life sucks and they're filled with anger. Trolls, there's a lot of ways somebody can irrationally hate on something. And I'm not saying this to invalidate their hatred for something. I mean, you can hate something for any reason, even if I personally think it's dumb as shit. It's your life, bro. But see, when I was younger, right, I wasn't stupid. I always knew haters existed. I just didn't think there was that many. Now, some of you probably think I'm real stupid for thinking that, but while many people are, most people online aren't trolls and psychopaths, so they usually have a reason as to why they dislike something, even if I personally disagree with it. Although, I guess a clear sign I was wrong was the amount of hate Justin Bieber got. Like, this guy barely did anything, and people wanted to kill this man. Like, in retrospect, that shit made no sense. That Christmas album was fire. But now that I'm older and I feel like I'm more aware of things, damn, bro, haters are fucking everywhere. Like, I'm saying there are way more than you think there are. If you think the internet is comprised of 90% haters, then I'm telling you it's 100%. Now, you can do things to try minimizing the amount of haters you get, like, don't be a prick. You can do nice things, or just don't do things people hate. But like I said earlier, people can find infinite irrational ways to hate on you, which is why you need to take a deep breath, and just always keep in mind that this is just the way it is. If you're keeping yourself in check with what your core values are, then fuck the haters, bro. Just like, and everyone has them too. Even the people you don't think would have them, they have them. You just don't know it. So relax, unless if you're a big massive piece of shit, which you'll know, you're probably a decent or okay person, and just don't let it get to you, because it's inevitable. Your head up, big guy.
The next rule of the internet.
People will believe anything online. Now, why does this matter to you? Literally anyone online could say anything about you, and people will believe it. If you think this sounds stupid, that's because it is. This is how countless allegations and drama has started. If somebody out there tries to make something look as convincing as possible about you, I guarantee there will be people out there that believe it. To the point where you're probably going to have to address it, and if you don't, well, that means that random thing that person said about you must be true. I know a lot of people don't think this actually happens. This is just something, shitty people say to downplay the shitty things they've done. Alas, I am yet another victim of cancel culture. Aren't you literally Jeffrey Epstein? No. But ever since the inception of the internet, not even the internet, just people love spreading misinformation and rumors and drama. For many, drama's entertaining and fun. Watching these really successful, happy people crumble down makes ourselves feel better, even when they don't actually deserve it. It's how the news makes their money, and especially that anonymity combo, you can see how crazy this can become. It's why whenever people are like, cancel culture doesn't exist, I just always think to myself, what do you call this then? Taking accountability? I don't think so. This is just definitely something to keep in mind, If this shit will get to you, maybe reconsider becoming a internet bum. Rule number 3. People overanalyze and hyperanalyze everything, which in course includes you. Oh, little old you. It's like conspiracies, but boring, because it's usually not anything crazy. It's just baseless assumptions, and then people hear it and think, wow, this is crazy. This might be true. An example I see all the time, internet person donates to charity. You'll get a bunch of, they're only doing it to look like a good person. And then people hear that and be like, oh, wow, I didn't think of it like that. Random internet user and Twitter replies crack the code. These type of people online love ulterior motives, because you know what they can't do? They can't give people the benefit of the doubt. So what they'd rather do is just pull an assumption out of their ass. Because we live in Black Mirror, dude. Everything's way deeper than it actually is. It's these type of people why you have to talk really specific and clear. That way people won't find a way to misinterpret what you're saying. They'll try so hard. It's like a game to them. This phenomenon kind of reminds me of gotcha moments, because it's like if nobody cared about what these people were saying, then it wouldn't matter. But this shit often gains traction to the point where it just becomes a popular rumor. It's honestly kind of interesting. You know, I'm sure I can find a silver lining in this to benefit me. Word around the block is if you subscribe, you gain an extra 5 inches on your cock. Honestly, I'd try it out. You didn't hear it from me, though. Shh. Like, on a somewhat related note, many internet people, they'll act like and talk like they know everything about you. Like, they got you figured out like you're a puzzle they just solved. Not even, like, educated assumptions. Like, these type of people, they'll know pretty much nothing about you, but talk as if they got your whole personality, your whole identity wrapped around their finger. This is way more common than you think it is. So if you're about to have an identity crisis, just think to yourself, hold on now. Just because a lot of people are saying this doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
Rule number 4.
Be careful who you trust online. You know those stories about how somebody will know someone online for years only for them to be catfished? You probably have the mentality of, oh, that type of thing would never happen to me. All the internet people I know I trust and they trust me. I hate to break it to you, player. If you're a full season Discord user, you've probably seen it all. Some people, bro, they just do not give a fuck. You can tell someone your deepest, darkest secret, and next thing you know, everybody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
People do this in real life too, but online, it's so much easier to be a prick. And I love it. And I'm not just saying don't trust anyone online. You can meet some great, amazing people online. Just know some of them be fronting, some of them be lying, and they'll switch up. Just don't give out personal information, even if people try to guilt you, which will happen. All it takes is a few bits of personal information for people to find out who you are.
Rule number 5.
Avoid internet debates or internet arguments. I know I made a video saying how to win one, but you want to know how to really win one? Just don't have them to begin with. People are stubborn. They will never admit that they're wrong, even if they know they are, especially online. It's more of a contest on who can look funnier or cooler or whatever. And most of the time, you're just gonna get more people hating you and thinking you're stupid than you left off. You know, unless if you're famous like me and you get to do it for content like right now. It's just pointless, dude. Save yourself the headache.
Rule number 6.
Just don't click links. Even if your friend sends you a link, you should always be a little bit skeptical because people get hacked all the time. And even if it isn't like a hack, IP grabbers suck, which is why it's always good to have a VPN. You know, right here, I just probably shill a VPN sponsor, but let's be honest, nobody wants to sponsor me.
Rule number 7.
Piracy fucking rocks. Now, I'm not saying you should download stuff illegally for free. I'm just saying the concept is cool, right? Maybe not pirating indie developer games and software that was made by one person, but y'all really paying for Adobe products in 2022? Rule number, I forget. Just don't comment on things, really. Before I became a YouTuber, I was a big ol' lurker. I never commented on anything, anywhere. And man, the things I would do to go back to that time. But now, because I make videos, I'm kind of forced to. But you're just pretty much better off in every conceivable way. You won't get into arguments. You don't have to stress over anything you've done or said. If it's just you and that private Instagram account, you're fine. What an Apandah thing to do, just to butcher the algorithm, because now less people are gonna comment. Fuck. Also, this is important if you're like a kid, because people are fucking weird, bro.
Give it up for Apandah's spit rules, because he doesn't want to add 20 more minutes to the video. Lazy shit.
Nothing is forever. Not extreme haters, not devout fans, not commonly held viewpoints, not topics. Don't put all your eggs into one basket online, because many things tend to change, even if you think it never will. Don't feed the trolls. This is such an obvious thing, but I still see people do it. Unless if there's something to gain, or you absolutely have to, it'll pretty much always make things worse for yourself, you dumb. Think before you speak. Lord knows I could do it a little bit more, but hey, one ignorant statement could cost you your job or college. Or you could just do it anonymously online. That works too. Treat everything as if it's bait. People are gonna call you a schizo, but hey, at least you didn't fall for bait. The best way to avoid getting spoiled on something is just to stay offline. I know it's hard, and for some people it's just impossible, but you have to understand which one's more important, movie spoiler or your job. People are gonna take things you say personally, but don't take things personally online. Just save yourself the headache. And the last rule, okay? Everything I say is fact. Everything. And there you go. These were some things that I wish I knew before I became a YouTuber, because God knows I probably wouldn't become one if I knew these things. But don't apply these general statements so willy-nilly. There's pretty much nuances and exceptions to everything I say. Stay safe out there, and don't get doxxed. Bye.